What is the importance of the Titanic? Why would they make movies to try to sway our beliefs and understanding of what it was all about and what happened? Why would they make movies about it? Why do we have a silly submarine story going on right now? And the Titanic is at the forefront of this silly story and scenario. Is there a hidden symbolic positive message relating to the silly submarine story? Let's dig in. So about 2.5 years ago, I was trying to tell everybody about the Titanic, relating to Astor, Guggenheim, who was on the Titanic that went down, those that were extremely wealthy and powerful that opposed the Federal Reserve banking system, and who didn't make it on that trip, who survived and who didn't make it on the trip. Then there's the Olympus versus the Titanic. Let's not let a good crisis go to waste. Reminds me of the Twin Towers and insurance claims, that kind of stuff. So I read The Creature from Jekyll Island a while back, a long time ago, and I was trying to basically talk about law and jurisdiction and currency, and I've been on a loudspeaker for like a few years now. Nobody gave a shit when I was talking about the Titanic, and now it's getting popular. About a year ago, it got popular on the conspiracy type social medias, and it's coming out big time now again. I get a lot of messages about what I tried to teach everybody about years ago. The cool thing that I see right now is that there is a possible positive symbology relating to this silly submarine story. And that positive symbology could be an abolishment or end to private central banking, Federal Reserve. Most people do not understand that man will never, ever, socially, economically, our social systems will never, ever, ever get better unless we get rid of private central banking. This goes all the way back to Rome. This goes all the way back to Persia and Rothschild banking and these banking, oligarchies and monarchies. When you understand private central banks loaning money, currency, debt to corporations and countries with interest on interest, you'll understand that the entire world has been enslaved in this manner. That's what enslaves us. We are all enslaved to our own currency. I've been trying to say this. Guys, if you're in the military, you're not fighting for my freedom. Don't get mad at me. I'll talk to you about it. I'll look you in the eyes fearlessly and explain to you what you're actually fighting for, who you're fighting for. Donald Trump wants you to be on our side. I want you to be on our side. But the military has been fighting for the wrong side for a long time. What the military really fights for is all the leverage and assets for the private central banks. All wars are banking wars. All wars are banking wars. You can look into that. It's the real deal. Of course, they're going to try to control oil. Of course, they're going to try to control wheat. There's all these little micro systems going on when it comes to war games and engineered wars. But the macro of it all comes back to private central banking. And obviously there's the crazy GESARA, quantum financial system. I know a ton of people that are obsessed with that stuff. I'm not. Do I know all about it? Yes. Do I understand it? Yes. What is Trump really here for? Lincoln was killed because of the greenback. Was he perfect? I don't think so. He was a lawyer. There's a statue of him in Westminster. Okay. Was he perfect? No. But the greenback got him killed. Kennedy, why'd he get killed? He was creating our own currency backed by silver, our silver reserves. Kennedy was killed because of the currency he was creating for us to use, backed by our own silver reserves. Could these BRICS nations and everybody that Trump has shaken hands with going back to their own gold currencies and getting away from this petrodollar be the actual shift in the first time ever that these private central banks are going to get nailed? We are going to lose big time. We have been the bullies benefiting off of the tyrannical force of this petrodollar system. And really, it's just the tyrannical systems involved with the protection of the private central banks and all their systems. That's what our military has always done. It's what most militaries around the world have always done, the most powerful ones. So if there's a real shift going on, and there's some symbology of this submarine blowing up and the Rothschilds involved and Titanic involved, it's really neat. to try to dissect what could be going on. Do I think it's just a story to distract you and remind you of what the Titanic was not all about? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, whoa, is there freaking positive symbology here? I don't know. But I do know a lot about private central banks, and I do know that that's what enslaves us, and nothing will ever change until that's gone. So if you're a soldier, if you're in the military, and you want to look me in the eye and tell me you're fighting for my freedom, when you're defending all those systems, you're actually fighting for my enslavement. Never ending. Your kid's enslavement, your enslavement, because we're all enslaved to the currency at that point. So when you protect and fight for those systems and just follow an order blindly, that's what you're really fighting for. And so please think about this, guys. Think about what could be going on and why Donald Trump would want to gain the trust of the military. The military is simply fighting for the wrong team. If we had our military fighting for the right side, could you imagine the possibilities? Let me know what you think. Peace.